Well, hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fisting Jawa Save the Universe. I wanted to make a follow-up video to my apparently highly controversial ReShade video because there's a lot of people who really like it. There's a lot of people who hate it. And I want to say that's okay, guys. It really, really is. You don't have to use it. But that being said, in this video, I want to go over I guess some of the new stuff just that I've learned just in the past few days. One, you're looking at the game right now with ReShade off at Microtech, kind of at dusk at night, and the game looks amazing, guys. It looks fantastic. This is in 4K with HDR10 turned on. The game looks amazing. I'm not saying the game doesn't look amazing. This is one of the reasons I came into this game, was because it is so beautiful. It is so detailed. But let me go ahead and turn ReShade on real quick. Bam. It makes the darks darker. It makes the lights lighter. It makes the colors a little bit more dynamic and vibrant to me. So again, this is ReShade on. That's ReShade off. See, ReShade off kind of has a little bit more gamma. It lets you see a little bit better overall. But when I think of Microtech at dusk, let me turn ReShade on here. This is what I think of a Microtech at dusk. The lights pop out brighter in the city. It just looks more realistic. But that is, to me, everybody, I am not saying you have to use this, and this is totally subjective. It is my opinion and my opinion alone, but I do share my opinion with a lot of other people. That being said, I want to go over, before we start talking about the new mining, there is a brand new mining only ReShade filter that was graciously made by a couple of awesome Cobros, VTech79 and Mr. Boy. You guys are phenomenal. We're going to try that out in this video. But before we do that, I did want to show you just here at the city what NVG looks like. And let's go ahead and do that right now. Boom, that's NVG. It's nothing crazy. Here's ReShade off, ReShade on, just for NVG. I mean, it's basically tinting things green, and it kind of highlights it. It's not like real NVG, and trust me, all those clouds and all that stuff over there, you can't see through that stuff with NVG. It just like in real life, it makes it very muddled. But real quick, here is what the new mining looks like, the new mining ReShade. And what it does is, I know a lot of you guys hate how bright the mining UI is right now, and it will darken everything but highlight the mining. So we're going to go try that out. And here is normal ReShade. Again, ReShade on, ReShade off, ReShade on. It doesn't phenomenally change the game or anything. It's a preference, and maybe you want to do that. So as a correction to a couple of things in my first video that came out, just a few days ago. First off, CIG has disabled being able to modify the depth buffer in the game. That means the LiDAR modes that were essentially cheat modes earlier, those are gone. You cannot use those. Literally, the only things you can use is like the mode I have on now, this NVG mode, and this mining mode. And it just allows you to see better. It allows me to tune and focus my game to what I want. You don't have to use it. I do not believe this gives you any type of competitive advantage against anybody. One, because anybody can use ReShade. Two, it's not like it's thermal cam. I'm not going to be able to see you out of nowhere. And yes, you can definitely use your scanning, and you can ping things, and you can see things at night. For me, I have this mapped to my keyboard and mapped to my stick, and it just makes things a little bit better. I'm not a real big PvPer, so I'm not out there sniping guys, and I don't think it's really going to help doing that to begin with. And a big thing here, guys, is CIG has specifically whitelisted this software, meaning with easy anti-cheat on, CIG has taken a look at the abilities of this software, and they've said, yeah, we don't think it's cheating. The developers of the game don't think it's cheating, at least right now, and they've allowed this to happen. So if the devs don't think it's cheating, I certainly don't think it's cheating. So if you have that opinion, so be it. and maybe you feel strongly about it. There's a lot of hate, a lot of negativity in the comments of the last video, and that's okay. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and I respect you to have the right to your own opinion, even if I disagree with you. I would just say, you know, don't hate the messenger. Maybe just hate, you know, give CIG some grief. I don't know. I think it's fine. Jawa thinks it's fine. A lot of our friends who use it think it's fine. It enhances my gameplay experience, and that's all I'm going to say about that. The other correction from the last video, guys, as my prospector really pummels through Microtech's atmosphere here, the other correction is that when you use my specific ReShade, I don't want to say layout, but my specific files, I have custom remapped my buttons to use the same buttons that ReShade uses, but instead I add the left alt button or the right alt button. It really doesn't matter, but alt and then whatever ReShade uses. So to bring up the menu, instead of just hitting home, I hit alt home. To change the modes, instead of just page up, page down, I hit alt page up, page down. The reason I do this is because Star Citizen director mode, when you hold down F4, you can move, like I'm doing it right now. You can move in and out and left and right and up and down and all that. And guess what? It uses page up, page down. It uses home. It uses all those different functions. And because I use director mode so often on the videos, I wanted to remap that. I didn't make that clear in the last video, and I sincerely apologize. So if it's not working for you, and you have my files, my specific presets, then you're going to have to use the alt button. If you do go into alt home, though, you can come up here to settings, and you can change all the buttons to whatever you want. It's completely customizable. So with that being said, let's roll the title. Let's head into space. Let's try out this awesome new mining UI. And yeah, roll that intro, Fist. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Clio. This is not what the mining UI was specifically built for. I guess I shouldn't say UI, mining ReShade. But I wanted to show you, this is Clio with the sun just kind of cresting over the top. I don't know if it's sunrise or sunset here at this moon, but you can see it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark here. This is with ReShade on. I'm going to go ahead and show you with ReShade off. It's just a little bit brighter, because the gamma's raised up. Not a huge difference here, and you may love it like this with ReShade off, and that's cool. I like it, I guess, a little. It looks a little more realistic to me like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn NVG on. This is NVG on. For those of you out there that think this is cheating, this is the same thing. It's just green. Okay? ReShade on, NVG, ReShade. We'll go back to NVG. No ReShade. NVG. I mean, it's not much different. It just allows a little bit more brightness, and it's artificial. And then there's the mining. See how dark it makes it? Hopefully that'll be good. Let's go into the cockpit view here, and I guess let's go ahead and do the alternate here. We'll ping, and see, pinging does give you a really cool layout of what stuff looks like, although you constantly have to do that. I don't love that. I think 930 years in the future we should have NVG capability. So let me go ahead and turn on NVG. Now look, I can see the mountains here. I couldn't see that. Let me do ReShade off. I can see them a little bit with ReShade off. With ReShade on, I can see the mountains a little bit better. Just a little bit better. So I'm giving you the first example here on the dark side of a moon. Now there are some moons out there, we all know, that in the light it's incredibly bright, and the way the mining UI, it's really bright right now, and I know they're working on it. I'm sure it's going to be a building blocks feature here soon that updates that stuff. But right now we don't have a solution for this, but VTech and Mr. Boy, they made a solution for this, and I applaud them. Now I turn the lights on right now. Here's what NVG mode looks with the lights on right now. There is regular reshade on, NVG, and the dark mining. So look at the difference between that. That's with regular reshade, the dark mining. So it's I think it's going to help us out. It's really going to focus on our target here for mining. Here's reshade off. So again, it doesn't, I mean, the game looks beautiful either way, but I prefer it like this. So let's go ahead and we'll pop out into mining mode. Okay, so this is regular reshade, okay? And then here's NVG. This is not good. See how NVG makes everything brighter? That's ugly. I don't like that for mining. Now here's the mining UI. It really focuses the rock and the hitbox of that rock. So let's go regular reshade, mining reshade, regular reshade, mining reshade. You see how it darkened the UI, and it kind of, let me turn the lights off. Lights off, not great. Regular, whoop, that's NVG. Regular reshade, mining UI, or mining reshade. So lights on is what you want. And that's regular reshade, which is fine. You can use that just fine in the dark. I don't think there's an issue. But if you can see the mining UI, it actually darkens it up. So it's not so bright. It doesn't blind you when you're trying to, and when you're trying to do stuff on a really bright area, it's really hard to see. So we're going to try to do that in just a minute. I want to see what this looks like with the mining laser going. So let me get a little bit closer to this rock that's full of quartz, which I normally would not mine. Okay, now I'm in effective range. So this is the mining laser on, guys. And I'm using from a viewer recommendation, an impact mining laser with a bunch of filter XLs. So here we go. We're mining this rock. Now let me turn reshade off. Whoops, wrong button. Reshade off. See how it's very bright? It's the gamma raises up. This does not look good. That looks good to me. Subjective opinion, guys. So let's go to regular reshade. It's still too bright. NVG mode, that's way too bright. That's horrible looking. Mining reshade. VTech, Mr. Boy, fantastic job with this. I really like it. Guys, I'm going to crack this rock, and then we're going to go check out an asteroid field, so just hang on. So, guys, I'm going to break in while I'm in Quantum to Mike L1 because we're going to go look at some asteroid mining with this tech before we go to a really bright moon. So this is with reshade on, and you notice we're kind of headed towards the sun. And I don't know, some of you might not like or love how bright the sun is in some of these situations when you're quantuming or flying towards it. So here's reshade off, reshade on. Let's turn on the mining UI, or the mining reshade. Boom, look how much darker the sun is. That white light doesn't bother me as much. Let me go external view. That's with the mining reshade on. Regular reshade. Oh, that's horrible looking. NVG. Mining. Regular. Reshade off. Reshade on. So, just to show you, hey, if you don't love staring at the sun while you're flying, this is another great alternative to just help darken the screen a little bit, maybe make quantum more pleasurable. I don't know. We're here at Arc L1 because we had to go to Lyria anyway to test this out. But here is we're in an asteroid belt thing around Arc L1. You can see that there's a rock cluster coming, right? And we can see just with scanning, this is reshade on, that this cluster is just over here, and we can already see the rock. So I'm going to turn the scanning UI off. Now this is regular reshade. Here's reshade off. It's still fine. It's still a little too high a gamma for me. So I like to darken that up, turning reshade on. I should probably turn my speed down. Yeah, I got you, lady. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and turn NVG on. Oh, looks horrible, right? I don't see how some people think this is an advantage right here. With the gas clouds, it's not a good advantage. So back to regular mining, or I'm sorry, back to regular reshade UI. My lights are on. Here's lights off. Half of this rock is on the dark side, half of it's on the light side. Here's NVG. You can see the rock really well, but not much else. Here is the mining reshade, very, very dark. But if I turn my lights on, it really just highlights this rock. So I'll go back to regular reshade with the lights on. And let me know what you guys think about this, right? I mean, we're not messing with the depth buffer. We're really just turning the lights off here. Here's the mining reshade. Here's NVG. Here is regular reshade. Here is reshade off. And that's with the lights on. Let me turn the lights off. This is regular reshade. This is NVG. This is mining reshade, very dark. And then back to regular reshade, and here's reshade off. So again, you might love it with reshade off. And that's fine. So I wanted to go to the mining reshade because that's what we're testing. We're turning the lights on. The rock is very isolated here. And I don't really care what's in this. I just want to show you what the graphics look like here. I'm glad, and we're in 316 PTU, and I'm glad that the hitbox on these rocks is much better. This is not that high of a mass of a rock. So this is with the mining UI. This is with NVG. That is with just reshade. And here's reshade off. So I'm really liking this new mining reshade. One, it really focuses my attention on this rock, and two, it because everything gets so bright, it really tones down the brightness of the UI. I mean, look at the difference here. Reshade, mining, reshade, mining. I really like it, and I really want to say thank you very much to Mr. Boy and to VTech for making this. I'm going to go ahead and mine up these rocks, and we're going to head to the bright side of Lyria, one of the brightest moons out there, and we're going to see what this UI looks like, so stick around. All right, folks, so we are here at Lyria, what this mining shader was built for. We are near Spall 12, which just happens to be in the light. We have just default reshade on right now. I want to show you what NVG looks like. Oh, that is horrible. I don't see how anybody can think that's a competitive advantage. And then here is the mining shade. Doesn't look great. See how bright Lyria looks? Oh, God, that's horrible. Let me turn. See, this may be a graphical glitch. Ooh. What is up with Lyria? I don't know. It's incredibly bright. Let me get above what is supposed to be this 2D cloud cover. Oh, no one likes that kind of bright light here. Ooh. This is the mining shader. Look how much that darkens that up. Jeez. That's insane. Okay. So that's regular reshade. That's the mining. So but we'll just keep it on regular for now. I'm going to go into scanning mode, and we'll just try to find a rock here. Okay, it looks like I found one up here. So lots of bright white, lots of dark grays here on Lyria. And it can be a pain to mine with this with the current UI setup. Let's turn off our scanning. We found our rock. And some of you might experience much brighter whites than I'm experiencing because ReShade does darken this up. Okay, so here's our rock, and I just want to show you guys all the differences. This is with ReShade on. Here is ReShade off. Now, actually, that doesn't look too bad. I like it better with ReShade on, but ReShade off, it kind of mutes. It mutes the colors. It makes the world look a little more barren and desolate, or the moon, I should say. And that's fine. That actually looks amazing. ReShade on, I think it looks better with ReShade on. It makes those whites pop a little more. It makes the world a little bit more vibrant. Let me turn off the lights. Here's ReShade off. ReShade on. Okay, let's go into NVG mode. Ooh, that's horrible. No advantage with that at all. And here's regular ReShade, and then we'll go to the mining ReShade. Ooh, looks even better. Yeah, regular ReShade, mining ReShade. So it definitely darkens it up quite a bit. So we don't need our lights out here because it is highly bright. But let's I guess let's start to look at mining this rock and see what the differences look like in the shader. Okay, so I'm gonna turn mining mode on. That's a lot of the UI for mining is very white. It's very bright. If I start to mine right here, I'm gonna start to crank my laser up. It's very hard to see this charge level going up. I'm going to keep it fairly low. It is going up right now. Can you guys see it? As I come over here, and this glitch feature sucks. Can you guys even see it? I can't see it very well at all. So let's go into mining ReShade. It's still pretty hard to see. It's darker though. Am I even in the optimum window? Am I overcharging? Oh, it's so hard to see. I might not even been charging it up at all. Okay, keep an eye on that charge level, even with the stupid glitch feature that's going on. This is with mining ReShade on. This is a 5800 mass rock, so it's going to take a little bit of power. Now you can see the shadow. That's all you can really see is the shadow of the mining UI. You see that black on the charge level? It's starting to creep up. You crank this thing to 100, and we'll just try to get a little closer. Now I can actually see the shadow. If I go, oh, NVG, it's horrible. Let's go into regular ReShade. Not bad. Not bad. I can still see it. But mining ReShade's definitely better. Let's turn ReShade off. Okay, you can still see it. So... but I think the game overall looks worse. With the mining ReShade on, I'm liking this. It's darker. It focuses more on the rock itself. Lights on, lights off, doesn't really matter in the actual light. No, I mean, I guess judge for yourself what you think of this new mining ReShade filter. ReShade off. ReShade on with mining, ReShade off, ReShade on with mining. There we go. Pretty easy to crack that rock on this very bright white environment. Gonna go back to regular ReShade. This is regular ReShade. Here is Lyria with just ReShade on, ReShade off, ReShade on, NVG horrible, and then the mining ReShade. So I kind of like the mining ReShade, just darkens everything. I kind of like it. I don't like it in space, but I definitely like it on very bright worlds like this. So guys, I don't even know what's in this rock. I do want to show you one thing. I do want to show you what, oh, there's some Laranite. I'm gonna have to take that. While I'm cracking this Lyria, we're going to cut over to another part of the video, the end part of the video, and I want to show you what the NVG mode of ReShade can do when you're doing a bounty mission on the dark side of a moon, if we can find one. So stay tuned, and after that is done, we're going to I'm going to go over how to install this version of ReShade, and we'll wrap up the video after that. Thank you for watching so far, and remember to comment your comments in the comments section below. So, ladies and gentlemen, in an effort to make this video in a timely manner, I wanted to show you what the NVG mode looks like in a very dark asteroid field. So I'm going back to my MSR video, and you can see once I switch over to NVG mode, you can really see the asteroids around everything much clearer. And that's really the benefit that I would use for, I guess, dogfighting would be the word. I'm not sure if that is the correct word, but without the NVG capability, it is just so extremely dark, even with Star Citizen's Gamma. If I'm fighting someone, I can't switch in between. I mean, I can switch in between scanning mode and then scan everything to see rocks, but then I have to get out of it and go dogfight. The AI doesn't have to do that, right? Yes, they run into asteroids a bunch, but they inherently kind of know, because it's the computer of how things are going and where things are. I guess their pilots have better eyes. So so I just wanted to include this, that I can see the asteroids better with NVG mode on. Make sure you guys know this as well. And let me know what you think about that. This also kind of works in cave missions as well, for being able to see things better. You don't get a great competitive advantage on those cave missions with PvE, but in those super dark asteroid fields you do. So I mean, take it as you will, and let's move on to the next part of the video. All right, folks, so you may be wondering, hey, how do I get these files for ReShade? And I'm going to give you the answer right now. First thing you're going to do is check the description of the video and head over to my Discord, my org's Discord, the Sons of Valhalla. That's where Fisting Jawa, we kind of do our stuff with our org and the people who fly with us on our stream. As I mentioned, the links are in the description, or you can go to our website, fistingjawa.org, and it'll have a link to the Discord there. From the Discord, once you are in the public chat, just head on down to ReShade right here, which is in the public section, and you'll see the entry right here for ReShade in 3.15.1 or 3.16. If you need to know how to install ReShade, I have a video I made just a few days ago. It walks you through the whole process of going to the website, how to install it. I'm going to assume that you have already had it installed, but if you need a little bit more instruction, there is some written instructions here in the Discord. Anyway, once you have ReShade installed, you're going to click on this December 2021 presets default mining and NVG. You're going to click on this guy, and it's going to download your files. Once it does download your files, it showed up in a different window for me, so apologies for that. But it'll basically come up with this in a zip file right here, right? Presets and ReShade shaders. So I will go ahead and bring up another window over here. This is my program files directory for the drive I have Star Citizen on. You may have it on your C drive. I have it on its own dedicated drive, an S drive. So to install these presets and the shaders, you go to Program Files, Roberts Space Industries, Star Citizen, and then you could go on to the live or onto the PTU. Either one, you could swap them out in between them. In this case, we'll go ahead and go over to live. You're going to go into your bin64 directory, and I already have these installed, but it doesn't matter. I can just go ahead and copy these and copy these over into the bin64 directory, and we will replace the files in my case because I already had them installed. But it shows up with your presets here, and the presets are the default preset, the Lyria mining, and the night vision presets. in the ReShade shaders directory really just gives you the FX. A lot of that's going to be installed from ReShade itself. And then there is a file down here called reshade.ini. If you care to open that, that has all your settings and things like that for ReShade. It has where like the current preset path and where your shaders are at. I believe it has some of your keybinds in there, where your directory is for your screenshots, things like that. All the settings that you can actually change inside the ReShade window. So yeah, that's really about it for installing this. There's not much to it. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. If you install this the way it's laid out, 4.1 installed from the website, and then you just come to my Discord and you grab just the mining, the presets here that Mr. Boy and VTech made, then you just have to copy those over, and then all the default keys will be the same. You shouldn't have my keybinds. That's about it for how to install the ReShade. What did you guys think about the mining UI? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I know a lot of people think ReShade is cheating. I don't, and neither does CIG. They whitelisted this software. I hope in the future we have a dedicated NVG mode. And then I don't need to use ReShade. I hope they fix the mining UI and make it less bright. Then I won't need to use ReShade. I hope they give me the ability, really the ability to change my gamma, change the brightness, and just change the overall HDR settings in Star Citizen, which I think they will one day. They just don't have it right now. So this is a good alternative. I don't think in dogfighting, or PvP that it necessarily really gives you a competitive advantage. Yes, you can see people maybe a little clearer, but you could still see them without ReShade on. It is a preference, guys. By no means do you need to download it. This video is just for people who do want to download it, and you do want to try it out, maybe experience it and see what you think. It's definitely not for everyone. That has been abundantly clear to me. So please don't spam the comments with a lot of hate. I get it. A lot of you guys don't like it, and that's okay. As far as coming to my Discord to grab these files and why I didn't put a Google Drive or anything like that, yeah, it's a shameless plug for my org and my Discord. So it just is what it is. If you would like to grab these files and throw them up on your Google Drive and your Dropbox or whatever and send them out to people, by all means. None of this stuff is paid for. You know, there's no fees. Mr. Boy and VTech did this stuff out of the kindness of their heart, and ReShade is free by itself, so feel free to do that. I don't think they will care as long as they get credit. So with that, guys, this is Fist-25 signing off. Remember, if Fist don't get you, Lightning Bolt will. Good night, Stanton.